You know, that perfect morning routine you've scribbled in your notebook, the one that promises you'll leap out of bed at 5 a.m., crush your workouts, meditate like a monk, and still have time for avocado toast. And you'll keep spinning your wheels in chaos. You plan to wake at dawn, but your alarm feels like a jackhammer after 2 hours of broken sleep. You vow to journal, but the second your boss launches an emergency project, those pages stay blank. Your perfect habit looks great on paper but collapses faster than a house of cards. Here's the twist: it isn't what you think, because most routines are designed for a superhero version of you that doesn't exist. Think about it. If your routine can't survive your absolute worst day, you've pulled an all-nighter juggling deadlines, spilled coffee on your shirt, and your Wi-Fi just died, then it's straight garbage. It was a daydream in fancy font. Real routines don't bail when life gets ugly. On your worst day, can you muster the energy and motivation to drop and give me one? If yes, congrats, you've found a habit that can outlast an apocalypse. If not, well, you've just discovered your first snowflake habit, destined to melt. They cling on like duct tape on a broken skateboard, messy maybe, but unbreakable, just garnish. Next, make it part of who you are. Don't think, I want to be fit. Think, I am the kind of person who does one push-up every morning. Identity shift, baby. You're no longer chasing discipline. You embody it. You're walking through your day thinking, hey, I survived my worst case morning, so why not tackle that monstrous inbox or finally send that email I've been dreading? Suddenly, life's curveballs feel like softballs. It's cozy, familiar, and impossible to lose. Once you own that hoodie, nothing can unzip you. So here's the cold, hard truth. Most bulletproof routines die the moment life decides to show its claws. They'll look at you like you've lost it, because to them, turning chaos-proof habits into identity is borderline sorcery. And that, my friend, is the point. They stack 10 epic habits in one go: reading a book, hitting the gym, meal prepping, cold showers, gratitude logs, and then wonder why they cave by breakfast. It asks, can you be consistent when everything's on fire? Then swing back here and tell me how unstoppable you feel. If you're serious about turning maybe into hell, yes, hit that like button, subscribe for more chaos-proof strategies, and share this with a friend who needs a little ruthless kindness. Because when you scare people with your discipline, that's when you know you've truly leveled up. And spoiler, that's the real secret sauce. Because consistency beats intensity every time. Spoiler alert, you're not a robot, and you don't need a 5-course habit menu. Why? Because you built it for a day when the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and you're brimming with willpower. After your one push-up, cue the next mini-habit, maybe 2 jumping jacks, maybe grabbing a glass of water, small dominoes, no 10-minute meditation, no meal prep, extravagance, just 2 to-dos at a time. When life explodes in your face, you'll still knock over those dominoes one by one. Consistency isn't sexy, but it's unstoppable. Pick the tiniest habit imaginable. I'm talking ridiculously small. 1 push-up. Every extra step is a trap. Keep your list lean. Anchor, habit, identity statement, tiny stack. That's your blueprint for a routine that laughs at chaos. And by next section, you'll see how this absurdly simple method turns you into the person people can believe. 1 sip of water. If you can't muster that when your world's crumbling, we've got bigger problems than discipline. Newsflash, life throws curveballs, sick days, surprise traffic jams, toddler tantrums, existential dread at 3 p.m. And on those days, that fancy routine, it self-destructs like an expired firecracker. We'll build something so small, so absurdly easy, that even when your life feels like a zombie apocalypse, you'll still show up. No more fantasy habits, just a routine that survives your worst day and actually scares people when they see how unstoppable you become. Here's where most people bail. They mistake flash for substance. I'm talking about the my alarm just betrayed me, my coffee machine exploded, and my dog ate my to-do list Monday. Now ask yourself, does your routine survive this fiasco? Instead of chasing big, dramatic routines that crumble under pressure, let's flip the script. Alright, picture this. It's Monday morning, but not the sparkly let's do this Monday. If your plan unravels when you hit a speed bump, it wasn't a routine. Here's a quick reality check. Pick the simplest habit in your morning lineup. Maybe it's 1 push-up. Just 1. This worst day litmus test flips the script on motivation. It doesn't ask, can you be perfect? Stay with me. Next up, we'll take that 1 tiny habit and turn it into a powerhouse that laughs in the face of chaos. Here's how we actually win this thing. Forget grand gestures and multi-step marathons. Let's go microscopic. Once that 1 push-up is non-negotiable, even on your worst flop-fest days you're in, that's your anchor. Everything else, then stack like ninja moves. Finally, prune the fluff. If a habit feels like dragging a boulder uphill, it doesn't belong in your routine. Cut it. And here's the kicker: once that 1 push-up turns into a ritual, something weird happens. It is wild. You start bragging to your friends about how you crushed your routine when you could barely open your eyes. So here's the light bulb moment. Discipline, ISNT. This mythical beast you hunt down it as a comfy hoodie you slip on every single morning. Now go prove it to yourself. Pick that tiny habit, nail the litmus test, stack those baby dolls.